Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more Hearthstone Arena. We are 2-0 right now with our Druid late game control taunty sort of deck. The first couple of games went quite well, so I'm looking forward to see how the next two games, which is probably what this video will end up being, looking forward to seeing how those go. Hopefully we don't go 0-2. That can happen. But you know what, I'm pretty confident in the sense that this deck seems pretty good. Seems pretty good, so. Oh, another Druid opponent.
I must protect the wild.
The last game actually played against a Druid too. I don't mind keeping the Enervate for some early game drops, but we will replace the Naturalize. I mean, we could go with like a super early game. I might do that for turn 3. Druid of the Claw. Oh boy. Although that means we won't be able to do a turn. We could do this right now. He kills the 1/1, and then it's just the 2/3. But that would also use up a coin if he decides to do that. So maybe that's not that bad. Maybe we go with this, just the super early aggro. Yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's go with the super aggressive, but still not nearly as good as Defy's Ringleader opener of the Razor Fen Hunter. I mean, I guess it's, you know, it's not bad because it doesn't require a combo. But nonetheless, this will force him, if he wants to get rid of this, to use his coin. And, you know, if he wants to use his coin just to get rid of a 1/1, I think that's like an okay deal for me. Look at his card advantage right now, though. Sitting at 6 cards as opposed to my 2, huh? Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, he did nothing about it, so here we go, 3 damage. Really sad about drawing into that Naturalize, though. That's actually kind of depressing, to be honest. That's not something I want to see until the very end of the game. You know, Naturalize would be infinitely better if it was Destroy a Minion and its controller draws 2 cards. I'd totally do that to, like, pop off my boar or something at some point. Oh, that's what they should do with Naturalize. Just make it a rare and do that. It'd be so much more awesome. All right, he's going to Wrath it for 1. So we still have our 2 damage going through next turn. And, oh my lord, what is going on? We just, I am really sad. Look at, like, this is super late game. There's no way. Oh well. We got a jump, that's what has happened. We'll have a Druid of the Claw coming out in 2 turns. Let's see what he plays right now. That's actually pretty crucial. He's gonna go with a Wrath for 3, so that's really kind of sad for me. And then he drops a Leper Gnome. We'll end up killing that. And, ooh, you know what? We could just Shield Master. So I can go to pop him off. Or, well, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna Shield Master because next turn I want to Druid of the Claw. So let's Shield Master now. That sounds good to me. If he wants to attack into it, I'll still take the 2 damage. I'll have my 3/3 taunt still in play. And we'll get to Druid of the Claw next turn, which will either be a charge or taunt, depending on what we see from him. Right, he's gonna do +2 attack. Okay, so he's gonna do that, and then is he gonna walk in? Oh, he can't walk into it. So it's still alive. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that, okay. No, you know, the other option would be to Nourish right now. And then we could Ironbark Protector. So I can go Druid of the Claw, I can trade with him at the 4/4 charge. I could also just make this guy a taunt and swing him for 3. Or I can Nourish for 2 mana crystals, which means next turn I can Ironbark Protector. Yeah, I kind of want to get rid of this, though. But I don't know if the trade is the best decision. Maybe I'll do it just the taunt. Oh, this is tough. Because he can get rid of that and then hit me for 4. Let's keep our advantage right now. Let's keep our advantage. I want to keep the fact that we've got 10 more life than him now. And then if he chooses to attack into it, it'll be 13 more life than him. I'd like to keep that life advantage that we have so far.
It's time for a little.
Still not dealing with the 3-1. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna attack into it now. Okay. Okay. And we could Wrath him. We can just Wrath that. And just hit him in the face. Save my Druid of the Claw.
What?
We could also just Nourish for 3 cards. And just let him hit me for 2 next turn. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go with a card draw right now. Ancient of War, Stormwind Champion, and a Lord of the Arena. That is very nice. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So I'm just gonna take my 2 for the turn, unless he pumps this up with an Enrage.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
He gets that. Okay. So I'm thinking I actually might do a Naturalize this turn. We could go with this plus a Naturalize. We could go with this as a 5/10. But I'm actually going to go Lord of the Arena.
The gates are open.
And I am going to Naturalize. I'm sort of thinking that, I mean, we'll have to see what, okay, he's got a Twilight Drake now. I can Naturalize that. Oh boy, he's actually gonna kill this thing off. Alright. Well, he'll take some damage in the process. I really wish I had better creature removal other than Naturalize, but it is what it is. Alright, so he's sitting on that 8/8 right now. Gosh, this with +5 health could be pretty crazy. +5 attack. If he can't deal with this next turn, that would be kind of hilarious. We could also just do this with charge. I'm actually gonna go... I'm gonna go with him. And then I'm gonna Naturalize. And then I'm gonna do this with charge next turn. At which point we'll be hitting him for 11. And then I have 3 and 4 for the finisher. That turn actually, 5, 6, 7.
Give me a quest.
I could kill him next turn. I think, if my math is right. This 10? Oh, I'm sorry, that's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, so I'm 1 damage off. Well, since I'm 1 damage off, maybe I'll hold, so that's 6? Oh no, wait, that's 11 because that pumps up. I think this is the kill.
Where shall I start?
Using those, wow. Using those Naturalizes totally paid off. That is really kind of crazy. Well, would you look at that? All right. I'll take it. That was an interesting game. I don't know if all of my decisions in that game were absolutely optimal. And I'll tell you guys, the Naturalize sometimes, literally both times I play Naturalize, I'm like, oh man. It's just so disconcerting to have the opponent draw 2 cards. It makes me think that I should have only put 1 of them in the deck. But you know what? I mean, it worked that game. Because of the fact that when they come into play, they can't attack, you know, they don't have charge. The summoning sickness for Magic fans, if you will. Ooh. I almost want to keep all of this. Exception of maybe the Brewmaster, which I could dump to like replay the Hunter, but nah, I'm more using him for late game anyway, so let's replace him. Okay, sure, yeah. I will take this hand. We could go with a turn 1, 3-2 from Power of the Wild. Or we could do a turn 2 Razorfen Hunter. Or Harvest Golem. I don't know. I kind of don't mind. Oh my lord, and then I could do a turn 2. Yep. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna coin. First turn, get our 3-2 Panther in play. I wish he had charge. That's a nice, beefy creature to open up with. And then we can Power of the Wild again next turn. Or I can save it for when I've got creatures in play. Oh, he's gonna go for the trade. I was gonna say the other option would be to save it for when I've got these guys in play. Oh, and okay. Yeah, let's play him since I have 2 of them now. We'll do that again.
Job's done.
And then next turn it'll probably be next turn will be the Hunter or the Golem, or we could even Mark of Nature for +4 attack if we deem it necessary. Okay, I can no. Actually, what we're gonna do this turn is we're gonna kill that. We can't. I mean, I can with this thing, but I don't really want to with that thing. I can just hit him with 3, and then play this for the turn. I could also give him +4 health and taunt, so he would live through the engagement. Okay, I'm gonna do that. But that still doesn't kill it. So I'm gonna swing him, and then if he swings into it, I can then Wrath him for the finisher. For that last bit of damage. Do the 1 damage, also get the card draw off of it, so I really hope he attacks. He obviously, you know, I want to get rid of this because if he's playing with this, I'm assuming he's playing with a lot of stuff with overload to pump him up. That's my assumption. +2 attack, so that's 4. Okay. So we're gonna be able to kill it now, and we'll... Okay, this is good. So we're gonna Wrath that. Wrath for the 1 damage. Draw a card. Picked up a Claw. Which is 2/2. Huh. So we can have 4. I could go 2, 3. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna Enervate, put 4 in the pool. I'm gonna go Razorfen Hunter. I'm going to Claw. We will take out his 2/1. And do I want to swing him or get rid of his 3/2 right now? In the off chance that he doesn't attack next turn, I'm gonna swing him. Because if he chooses not to attack next turn, then we're gonna follow up with a Power of the Wild.
Time waits for no one.
And I'd rather have the 3 creatures in play for the +1/+1. Okay, this is Twilight Drake. Let's see if he attacks. He is going to attack that. Do him with charge. To take out the Twilight Drake. Or just do him with taunt.
What to do?
And take out that. And then he'll be forced to go into it unless he silences it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this with taunt, a little bit less aggressive. We're gonna get rid of this 2/1 though. I'll swing him for 2. And now if this engagement happens, my guy lives, unless he has extra damage, which would force him to blow a card. As the rock biter weapon. Okay, so that's a full trade. There's 2/3 Wind Fury, summoned his 1/1 totem. Well, that's nice.
The gates are open.
Let's get rid of his totem. Don't want him to bloodlust or, you know, or have the extra totem to work off of with other stuff. Now we're gonna be able to trade with the 3/2. Actually, might just get rid of him. He's gonna totem. Does he get taunt? No, he does not. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay. Got a nice nourish there. And we would still be able to do this. So I want to get rid of that. And then I'm debating playing this. Kind of want to just hold on to it. Alright, well, we're getting rid of this. And then I think we get rid of this. We go like this. And then we nourish to draw. A useful Brewmaster, glorious. Stormer Champion. The Brewmaster's not gonna help us much though, because he's just gonna kill the taunt this turn. Would have actually really loved to bring him back. That's okay. Here's a totem. What else does he have? Must be damage or removal if he didn't play anything. So we've got 8 right now. Could just go 6. We can just go 6 and then 7, 8 with the attack. Let's do that. Kind of just holding these guys for when they're desperately needed, or, you know, I'll probably play him next turn, but I don't feel the need to necessarily drop him immediately, you know what I mean? So I don't mind holding on to him and putting this low stuff, these low threats in play. If he wants to deal with these, he can. But this guy is probably going to come into play next turn, though. Okay, there's a... So exactly. So look, if I'd played one of my big beefy guys, he would have just hexed it that turn. And that would have been no good. So I could Champion and Mark of the Wild, which would actually make him do 2 damage, and then I can kill that thing.
What to do?
Behold the might
Champion.
of Stormwind.
That's fine. Let me Mark of the Wild after I trade this, though. Okay, so watch. We're gonna go like this. Kill that. This thing dies and comes back. And then we Mark of the Wild to give it all +1/+1. And then we kill that. That, my friends, that was the play. That was the play to make there. No question about that. Raging Worgen, no problem. Totem, no problem. Abomination. It's not bad. Okay, so at this point, we got 7, 11, 12, 13. 13 damage. We can drop him in play. Which I'll probably do him maybe with attack. Let's do him. Now let's do him with taunt. Better. I'm just so much thinking better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? That's definitely my thought process. So, and then what I want to do is I don't even know if I want to bother with the Worgen. Honestly, we've got 2 taunts to work through, yeah, so that's the win. Pretty much as expected. How I handled it, I guess, would have changed, but that is the victory. Well, geez, good start thus far. We are now sitting at 4-0 with this pretty solid Druid control deck. We're going to keep things up in the next video. Oh, 9-0? Probably not, but maybe we can get the 9 wins. I think this deck is definitely capable. I think it's overall a very solid deck for the arena. So I think it's definitely capable of 7, 8, or 9 wins. We'll see if that happens. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Tune in to the next episode as we continue our arena run. Keep watching and keep owning.